Why not? It's great, Your Majesty. Just wait till I tell the cops. Very good, Your Majesty. But are you certain you wish to put forward an animal without a shred of mercy to represent your kingdom? No, probably not. Woohoo! Seems my luck hasn't run out yet. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, Your Majesty. I'm going to cross my fingers and pray myself silly from now on until the day of the tournament. Fine work, Your Majesty. So may I confirm that you wish to put forward this fortunate candidate to represent the kingdom? Marvelous. Let us hope that a fickle fortune will favor us on the day of the tournament. I am happy to report that this concludes all your royal duties for today. Those here in the throne room, at least. But as I believe King Owen mentioned, there may be troubled souls elsewhere in the castle who require your assistance. May I suggest that you take a little stroll around the grounds? Oh, but before you depart, allow me to say that it was an absolute pleasure to witness you at work today. Truly, it has been far too long. It's safe to say your kingly judgment is as sharp as it ever was. I'm sorry, Your Majesty, but I can't let you go that way. The maids are busy cleaning, you see. Good day to you, Lord Robert. I expect you're going to be putting on a lavish party to celebrate the birth of your first grandchild. I do hope I'll be on the guest list. You must be very excited about the baby, Your Majesty. I know I am. In fact, I've prepared a beautiful bouquet of flowers to present to Queen Eleanor. I run an exclusive florist, don't you know? Ah, Lord Robert, your timing is almost uncanny. I've just this second managed to come up with the perfect name for the new baby at last. Without you, I wouldn't have had the time to properly mull it over. You have no idea how much of a help you've been. Since we've both finished with our business for the day, why don't we head back to the throne room and wait for the good news? No, wait. Oh, you still have royal duties to attend to, I suppose? Well, I never doubted your dedication. Very well, just let me know when you've done. Oh, hello, Your Majesty. You must be very excited about the new addition to the family. I'm famished. It sounds like there's been some kind of problem in the kitchen, but surely they can serve us something before we all starve to death. Yeah, we have to check the kitchen. Oh, Your Majesty. Cometh the hour, cometh the man. We are in the middle of the wee culinary emergency, you see, and we could do with the assistance of someone such as yourself. A gastronome, shall we say? A butter-fingered fool of a maid managed to drop the very last pot of pepper from the castle larder, and it smashed and went everywhere. I'm sure you can imagine what the guards will say when they sit down to their neeps and teddies, and there's no seasoning to be had. There'll be uproar. Please, Your Majesty, help us in our hour of need. Sure. Excellent. I knew you wouldn't let us down. Now, if you wouldn't mind searching the castle, we need something nice and pungent we can use instead of pepper. I was thinking some of the plants around the castle might yield something useful. It's certainly worth a look anyway. But don't restrict your search to plants alone. You never know where the perfect condiment might be hiding. Well, I trust your judgment, Your Majesty. Happy hunting. It's all my fault. I was the one who dropped the pepper pot. It's a calamity. What will we do without pepper? My tummy's rumbling so loudly I can't hear myself think. How are we supposed to train without a good feed? Sorry, Your Majesty, the floors have just been polished, so I can't let you walk on them. We wouldn't want you slipping and cracking your head now, would we? If you're looking for King Owen, he's over by the fountain. Aye, this blend leaves have a pungent pong alright. I'm pretty sure you could dry them and use them to cook with. Be sure to add a wee bit of spice to the mix. I'm sure there are other things you could use instead of pepper, but this doesn't seem like a bad option to me. Let's take another look around. Ah, this is big news, alright. The next in line to the throne of Dundrissel is on the way. Folks from all around the world will be dying to know if it's a wee lad or a wee lassie. We are rushed off our feet getting everything ready for the new arrival. We need to get the castle spick and span for the little one. First impressions and all that. Forgive me for bothering you with such a trifling matter, your majesty, but I have a wee problem I'd very much like to ask your advice about. The truth is, there's someone in the castle who's caught my eye, but I just can't muster the courage to tell them how I feel. Anyway, I had an idea, and I know it sounds like I'm out of my tree, but what if they got flowers delivered by none other than yourself? I reckon that I'd be over the moon. What do you say? Yeah, sure. You'll do it, really? Wow, I don't quite know what to say. You're a star. Oh, before I forget, here they are. Rab receives a pretty posy. Now, how can I begin to describe my true love, my peach? The apple of my eye and captor of my heart. Well, they are in the castle, they are wearing green. Oh, and they are got red hair. Good luck. I would not bother going there if I were you, your majesty, unless there's a special occasion. The banqueting hall, just a big empty space. I reckon it'll be a wee girl, and with a mother as lovely as Queen Eleanor, she'll be as cute as a button. I just know it's gonna be a wee boy, and with a dad like that, I bet he'll grow up big and strong. Your Majesty, you were always known as a wise ruler, and who knew a thing or two about the thing or two? Well, I was wondering if I might be bold enough to make a small request of you. If you don't mind, I would very much like to ask you some questions in order to see your formidable intellect at work. So what do you say? Will you indulge me? Why, thank you, your majesty. Now, without further ado, let me set you some poses. All I require is that you, in your infinite wisdom, supply me with a simple true or false in response to each one. Ready? Here we go. True or false? You, Lord Robert, are in fact the youngest of 3 brothers. What the fuck? I have no idea. Brothers? I've never heard of any brothers. Maybe? True? Correct! But that was too easy, was it not? Let's give you a sterner challenge for the second question. Here it comes. True or false? The purple orb is one of the royal treasures of Snifelheim. No? Correct, bravo. Now I can tell you want more of a challenge, so let's increase the difficulty a little. True or false? The Tresillian sovereign we use as a currency in our kingdom is worth 10 Tresillian shillings. I have no idea. Wait. Shilling. Wait. So I believe the sovereign sold for 1,000 gold. One coin sold for 500 and another for 100. But I don't know if it was the shilling for 100. Maybe? Correct! I can see that you are champing at a bit in anticipation of more testing questions. Well, let us see how you enjoy this one. True or false, the Sultan of Gallipolis has a single son upon whom he dotes excessively. Wait, what? Oh yeah. True. Oh dear, your majesty, surely you are aware that the Sultan has not yet been blessed with... Fucking shit, man! I come from the future, man! It seems you are unwilling to give free rein to your immense intellect. I very much hope that God damn it! Today is a hard day. It seems you are unwilling to give free rein to your immense intellect. I very much hope the next time you take on this challenge there will be no such restraint. Youngest, yeah. False! Correct. But of course, that comes as no surprise to you, your majesty. You have cruised effortlessly to my very final question. True or false? In addition to the 4 great kingdoms that makes up Erdrea, there was once a 5th. Lost one, yeah? Oh, you did it, your majesty. You answered every single question correctly. But then I expected nothing less. Truly, I have witnessed an epic feat of intellectual prowess. I shall never forget what I have observed here today. The sight of a matchless mind spreading its wings and taking flight is something I shall take to the grave. Here, have a small token of my appreciation. Speed of magic, nice. This has been both a humbling and inspiring experience, your majesty. I intend to hit the books and memorize yet more obscure trivia. That I might one day reach your heady heights. I have a feeling I read somewhere that the berries from this plant are meant to taste a wee bit like pepper. Sure, there are other things you could use instead of pepper. Now the question is, can we only make a single pick, or can we just get a collection to kitchen? Green? Okay, that doesn't look like red hair. What's this down at the bottom of this basket here? Cricky, this takes me back. Is there any finer food than a peach pie decorated with a picture of a lovely wee bunny girl? Well, if there is, I've never seen it. Now I know it's not exactly what you described as peppery, but it would certainly spice things up a bit. And I reckon that lot in the kitchen would do with a wee challenge. He's not wearing green. Your Majesty, the Queen needs a quiet rest right now, and plenty of it. I know you want to see her, but please give her some space. I can't be the only one with an itchy nose, can I? Ah, Your Majesty, it's almost time. I bet you can't wait to meet your new grandchild. It'll be the bonniest baby ever born, I'm sure of it. They don't have anything on their mind. I'm pleased to report that your royal duties here in the throne room are done, Your Majesty. However, there may be well-troubled souls around the castle requiring your assistance. Why not take a stroll around and see? Okay, green dress, red hair. King Erwin and Queen Eleanor always look so happy. Well, that's true love for ye. I wish I could it could happen to me, but I suppose that's hoping for too much. This woman's red hair and green dress, she might be the object of the lovesick god's affection. Yeah. Present her with the pretty posy. Yeah. Wow, are you really giving these to me, Your Majesty? I am very flattered, but well, I've never really gone for older men and... Hold on a wee second, lassie. These aren't from me. I'm delivering them on behalf of a certain young admirer of you. Is that so? Well, I must say they are very beautiful indeed. This is a sign, all right. Where might I find this young man? Rab tells the woman where to find the lovesick god, and she hurries off to talk to him. Your Majesty, thanks so much. The light of love has dawned in my life, and it all thanks to you. To think you'd take the time to help a lowly soldier like yours truly. Words can't express how grateful I am, but maybe this can. A pretty Betsy. You're a real man of the people, Your Majesty. I'll never forget what you've done for me as long as I live. Oh, I can't wait for the wee one to be born. I'm getting that excited. You'd think it was my own flesh and blood. So... I think the strongest reaction we have received so far was from the pie in his room. As weird as it is. I guess that's the one we're supposed to get, as strange as it may seem. You're serious, Your Majesty? You want us to use this as an ingredient in a god's dinner? Well, why not? What's the worst that could happen? I knew you wouldn't let us down, Your Majesty. Here's a little token of appreciation on behalf of all the kitchen staff. Your strength. The cooks in the castle kitchen used the peach pie Rab brought them to recreate a legendary Tresillian recipe and serve it for the god's dinner. Well, it doesn't look like there's anyone else in the castle in need of help. And I've been and dispensed my infinite wisdom in the throne room too, which means it's time to go and have a wee word with Erwin. He said he'll be by the fountain. I must confess, when you presented me with your pepper substitute, I was a little concerned, but the cooks worked their culinary magic and came up with an utterly astounding new dish. We would have never ever thought of using an ingredient like that in a million years. It took a true visionary such as yourself to show us the way. You saved the day, Your Majesty. Thank you. I promise I'll never drop another pot of pepper as long as I live. Or I will have your hands for it. Whatever the secret ingredient is, it's amazing. They call this a legendary dish, and now I know why. This isn't much to look at, but it tastes great. Thank you, Your Majesty. I hear you were the man behind the secret ingredient. I must admit, I didn't really think I'd ever get to taste these legendary recipes everyone keeps banging on about. I'm glad I did. Alright. Yes?
アーウィン様、ロー様、お生まれになりました。そうか。
アーウィン様、ロー様、おめでとうございます。本当に可愛い玉のような男の子で。あなた。
Man, directly out of labor, and she has all her jewelry on already and all her makeup. Woo! That lady is determined.
よくやったな。おお、このように元気に泣いて。早速だが、この子に名前をつけないといけないな。トンヌラというのはどうだろうか。
素敵な名前。勇ましくて賢そうで。でもね、私も考えていたのです。こういうのはどうかしら。
どうもパッとしない名だな。しかし君が気に入っているならその名前にしよう。命の大事より授かった我らの息子よ。今日からお前の名は
Best name.
お父様ったら。さあ、お父様も抱いてやってください。
よしよしよし、わしはお前さんのおじいちゃんじゃよ。およしよしよし、ベロベロベロベーベロベロベロなんということじゃ。
お楽しみいただけたかしら。
バニーちゃん、どういうことなのじゃ。場所といい出来事といい、ここはまるで本物の。
There's a book called The Book of Erd. When Rab takes it from the shelf, has a closer look. Chapter 1, Song of Beginnings. World trees gift first of many, bold, bright, blessed luminary. Like though the shadow cast, though the dark one, bleak, black, fast. Chapter 2, Song of Prayer. World tree's foot, a plea, a prayer, ringeth through the mountain air. Babe is born, trees will revealed, Serenica, luminary's shield. The book is filled with many more such important sounding poems. Rab carefully closes. Let's loot the place before we leave. Why is it so quiet? Something tells me I should follow that lassie in the bunny is. Check out the lower floor. Something... Wait, not her. There? She's actually... Okay, she is leaving me to... Everybody go! They can't have left without telling me. They...
なんじゃこれは。
What?
おじいちゃん、お誕生日おめでとう。
おお、なんと、お前はもしや孫の。
This never happened.
お父様
This is foul witchcraft.
驚いた？おじいちゃんをびっくりさせるためにみんな内緒で準備してたんだよ。
おめでとうございます、ロー様。
And he still has this awful haircut.
特製ケーキは気に入っていただけましたかな？
お父様おめでとう。これからもうんと長生きしてこの子の成長を見守ってあげてくださいね。
ハーウィン、エレノア。
ロー様、おめでとうございます。今日この国がこうして平和なのはあなた様のたゆまぬ努力のおかげです。その努力を無駄にすることのなきよう、この国はアーウィン様と共に我らがお守りいたします。
頼もしき我が兵士たち。
やあ、ロー様、おめでとさん。城下町の飲み仲間一同でパーッと祝いに来たぜ。
His drinking buddies.
これからも掘り出し物の無夫婦本を仕入れたらすぐに教えてくださいね。
愛しき我がユーノアの民。
おじいちゃん泣いてるの？もしかして嬉しくなかった？
違うんじゃ。おじいちゃんは嬉しいんじゃよ。とっても嬉しいんじゃ。
This is how life could have been. What the fuck? What is going on? I only had a wee drop to wet my whistle, and now I'm staggering around the place. I thought I was made of sterner stuff than this. Yeah, sure, let's save. Many happy returns of the day. In truth, I was most eager to meet you in person, Lord Robert, and congratulate you on your astounding skills as a sleuth. Unless I am very much mistaken, you were inspired by chapter 3 of the Ancient Chronicles of New Wat. Truly, the breadth of your erudition is awe-inspiring. I do not wish to exaggerate, but were you ever to write a record of all the knowledge you have acquired in your life, I'm sure it would amount to enough volumes to fill every library in the world twice over. The kitchen staff have been working round the clock to prepare all your favorites, Your Majesty. So please, eat, drink, and be merry. Lord Robert, you look like a man half your age. Maybe you could let me in on your secret one day. Half his age? It would make him like 140. Aye, there's no doubt about it. This is the single greatest party I've ever been to in my puff. Now, if you don't mind, I'm off to search for a wee dram. Let's smash this place. Okay.